Welcome. Today we will learn about SQL commands. Today we will first create a table with some details. So first we will give command create table and then the name of the table, that is Devjit I have given, and after that I will, in the first bracket I will write the details of the table, that is the name of the column, its type and its length. So the first column is emp id, that is employer's id, and the type of the value which will be stored here is number, and after number in bracket I have written, this means maximum 4 digits can be stored in the numbers column. Now I will write the next column here, that is ename, that is the employer's name, and its data type is varchar and length is 15. I have assigned that. And for the next column I will write doj, that is the date of joining, and its data type I will simply write date. Date is a keyword. And after that we will write job id, and again it's a number of size 3. And after that we will write salary. Here we will mention the salary of the workers or employees, and look at here carefully. Here inside bracket I have written 10 comma 2. Here the total size of the salary is 10, and comma 2 means that is after decimal there will be 2 digits. So you look carefully, there is total 10 digits can be possible, not 12. Okay. Decimal 8 digits and after decimal 2 digits, total 10 digits. So the next column is com number, and it is also of 8 comma 2, that is before decimal 6 digits and after decimal 2 digits. After that I will just simply press the run button, that will run this whole command and create a new table with the details I have assigned to it. So let's wait for some time. So you can see there is in the output screen there is table created, that is the table is created, but we cannot see it now. So how can we see it? So the table is created but there is no data. Okay, we have not assigned any data in it. So to just see the structure of the table, there is a command desc and name of the table, and after writing a command we will select the command and then run it. Okay, if we don't select, the whole command will run again and again, but for only one command to run I will just select it and run it. So you can see the structure of the table, the name of the columns and their data types. And now we will insert a row in it. So for that we will write insert, then into, then table name, and then values, and after values we will put a bracket, and inside the bracket we will mention the values to enter in the row in the specific order, that is in the order which we have described the table. So first we will write a number, that is the employer id, then a name, and that is a of varchar type, so you will write it inside single inverted comma, and after that we will write the date of joining in and for dates we write it also in a single inverted comma and in the following manner, that is 22 hyphen days DEC December and hyphen 2015. After that we will write the job id, that is also a number, and for salary which accepts 2 numbers after decimal point, and then the communication number, and after that we will close the bracket and select the particular line and run it. So after selecting the particular line and running it, the particular row is added to the table. So you can see here the one row inserted. Now we will insert some more rows, and for that we will copy the command. We do not need to write it again and again. We just copy the column and change the values. So I have pasted the previous command again, and I will change the values. So I have changed the employee id, the name, and now the date of joining also, and I will change almost every value. To see how to change the values, just look at here. I am changing the job id, salary, everything. You can give any random number what you want, but remember that the value should not exceed the numbers we have written. like that the salary should be of 8 digits before the decimal and 2 digits after the decimal. It should not exceed that. Okay, so we will enter some more rows like that. See, I have entered one more row now, so I will enter some more rows like that. So I have already entered some more rows. I just skip the part. I haven't run the queries yet, but I have just written the queries and skip the part. And now I will select all the last 4 queries, not the first one, okay, because we have already entered the first row. And if we select it again, and so it will, there will be 2 similar rows in the table. So we will select the last 4 rows as we entered and then run the query. So now we will see in the output screen, see there are 4 rows inserted. So first one and now 4, total 5 rows are now there. So now how to see the table with all the data we have put? So for that we will write select star from and the name of the table. So star means here all data, we will see all the data from the table, and then run, select the whole line and run it. So you can see here the employee ID, name, date of joining, job ID, salary and communication number. The all the data are there in the table. Total 5 values there are. So now, so the data is in a order as we have entered them one by one. So if we want to order the data according to the employee ID, we will write the query select star from Devjit, and along with it we will add order by employee ID. So the value is arranged according to employee ID. So if you like the video and understand it, please do subscribe and comment if there is any queries.